Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In the last episode, we went to Tatooine, where we investigated the problem with Bastula's mother and found out that she is dying. She asked us to retrieve a holocron somewhere out in the desert from her now deceased husband, who had also just recently died out there while hunting down a Krayt dragon. Turns out to be the one that we had killed earlier had killed him, as we found the holocron in its remains. It was the only thing that she wanted, and she wanted to remember her husband, because it can play his image, and I think it has him talking in it and stuff of that sort. Maybe she can even interact with it. Bastila and her, though, had some history, and Bastila hated her mother for believing she was the one leading her father into doing these dangerous archaeological and hunting expeditions. And it turned out that she didn't really approve of them is the wrong word, but she did support his attempt to do this. It's what he loved to do. And she didn't want Bastila to follow that life of traveling around from place to place, never being in one spot for too long, never really having a home or stuff or so on, which is why she turned Bastila over to the Jedi Academy when it was discovered that she had some talent with the Force. Bastila and her mother were able to get past their early arguing and talk to each other like real people, and had an understanding of each other at the end. And Bastila gave her mother some money so that she could go to Coruscant and maybe find a doctor there that could help her with whatever condition that she has. Very, very nice ending. We also found Griff, Mission's brother, after inquiring at the local Zerka corporation kiosk. It's not really a kiosk, but it's the Zerka Corp head here on Tatooine, or at least one of their customer service representatives. The representative, that's where I'm looking for, actually. And she informed us, after some persuading, that Griff did work for them, but he was lazy and always was looking to get out of work. He had been captured by or killed by Sand People, and we discovered that he was in fact captured. We found him in the Sand People's jail cell that we had raided earlier. A few more Sand People apparently had moved back into that location. We freed him. He returned then to the Zerka Corp headquarters to work as an assistant there, and asked us for money to assist with, to help him out, because it looks like we're doing financially well. After refusing to give him cash, we visited him, and he has plans to produce this type of special wine. But to create it, he needs a tack gland. That's the brain of one of those monkeys that we had killed out on Kashyyyk. We had some of this lying around on us, like we already owned the brain glands, so we just gave him one, he thanked us, and he left, promising to bring back lots of wealth if we ever meet him again. I don't think we'll ever see Griff again. I think he took our tack gland and fled. Maybe he thought it was a good idea, what have you. Maybe he's being honest, but I don't trust him, and I don't think he is. In any case, now we're back here on our ship. I think we'll talk to our crew again, and then we're going to be heading over to... I'm not sure where we should go. I guess we'll go to Manan and look into Jolie's side quest while we're there. I think Canderous, though, we're about to unlock his side mission right here. I think.
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more war stories.
I think I'll tell you a bit about the recent war we had with the Republic. That might be more familiar to you. The one where Jedi Revan beat my people. We started by conquering worlds outside the Republic. We did it quietly so the Republic wouldn't really know what was going on until it was too late. When we finally did hit the Republic worlds, they had no idea we were coming. We came in through 3 invasion corridors in adjacent sectors. Anyone who put up a fight, or wouldn't fight, was crushed. We raised whole worlds trying to provoke the Republic into fighting us. I don't particularly enjoy wiping out worlds for its own sake, but the cowardly tactics the Republic defenders used left us little choice.
No honor in defending themselves?
Hiding in the homes of civilians, using families as shields, thinking we would not use appropriate force on their bases inside major cities. They underestimated our resolve, and what measures are acceptable in war. Those who cannot defend themselves should not be around those who can in battle. If annihilating a city is the kind of power it takes to overwhelm a Republic shield device, then that's what we did. Necessary force to destroy all opposition.
That sounds like total war tactics. You could have found another way.
I have no time or patience for cowards. They deserve to be hunted down and exterminated like vermin. There was no honor in wiping them out like rats. But some of your forces did redeem the Republic in our eyes. Especially later.
Oh? How so?
Later, when Revan had joined the war. But we'll get back to that. We've wasted too much time already. Is there something else you want to know?
No, nothing more for now.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
New journal entry added. You've heard from Canderous how the Mandalorians started their war on the Republic and had success they had at the beginning. If you talk to him later, he might tell you how the tide turned later on. Canderous has, I believe, as we've seen, the most talking to compared to all the other companions in order to get his special quest unlocked. I think, again, I think it takes us to here, Tatooine. Or is it Dantooine? I think we have to fight Mandalorians there, if I recall correctly.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I want to talk to you about your brother, Mission.
I appreciate everything you've done for Griff. You know that, right? I just hope things work out for him this time around. I guess we'll find out when he meets up with us at the Zerka Corp shop. If he's got those credits he promised you, then maybe there's hope for him yet.
Okay, so we'll head back to the Zerka Corp shop in a bit then. Now, I've heard that if we actually acquire a third star map piece, that these quests are not completable. So when we go to Manon, we'll do Jolie's quest, but we're not going to head down to the dungeon. We'll come back over here to Tatooine, and then we'll see if Griff is back. I'd like to wrap up all these quests if we could. I don't even remember if Juhani has a quest. I don't think I ever discovered it if she does. Like some place that requires us going to that location and doing something there.
Yes. What is it?
Is something wrong?
I have been bothered by something of late.
What is it?
I never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child? I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling.
We could say this. I like her accent a lot, but no, we'll go with what? What?
I have been wrestling with my feelings inside. Trying to come to terms with it, but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known, except those on Dantooine.
Does she come from Taris? You mean...
Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastilla. Taris, my homeworld.
How do you know that? We don't know that. We just know... Well, we weren't told explicitly that's what happened. The Sith just wiped out everyone on Taris. I suppose you can make that the leap to that conclusion, though. I'm not going to apologize for this. It's not our fault. I thought you hated your homeworld.
It was my home. If it were not for you and Bastilla, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastilla. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood.
But...
Just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything. I hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
I'm sorry, Juhani. There was no way to prevent it.
I know. I suppose I realized that. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
You're right. I don't.
I suppose that is to be expected. Everything will turn out for the best, as long as we remain focused on our task. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences. We should stop for now.
Oh, wow. That sucks. I mean, we are at fault. Technically, we crash landed on the planet. And the Sith destroyed the planet to get to us. But, I mean, well, fault is that the right term? We're the reason why they did it. But the fault lies with the decision made to destroy the planet. Okay, yep, that's more of a come back and talk to her later. No problem. Okay, Bastila. How are you doing?
How can I help?
Bastila, why did the Council send me with you on this mission?
Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris proved that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission. And there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you?
If the Force wants us to be together, why do you keep resisting my undeniable charms?
I said we were brought together for our mission, to stop Malak. I hardly think the Force would be pushing us toward a romantic involvement when the fate of the galaxy is at stake. Please try to stay focused. I doubt the Council would approve if they knew we were busy discussing our mutual attraction when we should be saving the galaxy from Malak.
Holy crap! Okay, we're not gonna, I'm sorry, Bastila. I know our mission is important.
Finding the missing pieces of the star maps is our only hope of locating the Star Forge and defeating Malak. The Council explained all this quite clearly.
It just seems odd they would send me off without a master to guide me.
I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities.
I get the feeling there's more going on here than I know.
I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith.
It could be
the fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available.
I don't know. I'm still not convinced.
You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when its appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient.
All right, that's fair. You're right. I suppose we should get back to the mission then.
Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done.
Woo! The cute girl likes us. All right. So it must be how awesome we look. Look at that hair curl, for crying out loud. How can anyone resist how good-looking Jun is? I've got no clue. All right, what are we doing? I don't know what we're doing. How much money do we have? 14,000 credits. I've got some stuff to sell, but not very much of it. Okay, so let's quick save. So we don't have to do any of that again. And let's head over to Manon next. Everyone, see you there. Alright, everyone. No fighting occurred on the way over here, but I won't record those anymore when they do happen, unless there's like a really, really good story reason to do so. And I think actually there'll be like 1 or 2 battles that it would make sense to record. Alright, so while we're back over here, I think... Who do I want to... I'm lost in my own ship again. Who do I want to bring with me? Oh, I'm supposed to tell a story of how I got lost in my house. We'll hold off on that to the next episode, I think. Alright, so we need to bring Jolie with us. And then... Who else is going to come along? Let's bring HK-47. It'll give us an excuse to level him.
Acknowledgement.
Alright, HK. So, let's see. I guess it's going to be repair and demolitions with him. He gets droid upgrade class 3, so he can now use the best types of equipment. But I don't think there's anything I have for him. I really need to get him a better weapon. Okay, we're not done leveling you yet. We have 2 more levels to do. So again, demolitions and repair. And again, he gets a skill this time. So, oh sorry, it's still 2 skills. So repair and demolitions. He gets a feat. So I, as you know, am a fan of the Master Rapid Shot. So I guess we'll go ahead and take that. Default attack. Yeah, I think we... Okay, let's leave him as default attack. Okay. So, yes. We're going to need to pay the 100 credit fee for landing here. And while we're here, we'll sell some more stuff to the sell cath right here. Anything that I don't think we're going to need. And then it's out. Back to the... actually, we're looking into what happened to Jolie's friend. So, I guess that's... We're talking to at the Republic Embassy to start. Let me see your inventory. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's see. So we don't need the Chani Light armor. Yep, that can be sold. We don't need this double-bladed lightsaber. And then... Is there anything else I want to sell? The normal flamethrower can also be sold. We have the Bawagan version of that, which is the same thing, only it never runs out of charges. Right, we spent 8,000 credits, I think, for that. We still have no special creatures for this guy, and we won't have any. We're not going to get in trouble walking into the docking bay of the Sith. I swear they put the Sith and the Republic docking bays next to each other to see which one of them would give in and attack the other first. That guy's new. I don't remember him. I don't remember what Jolan Affet says either, so let's talk with this guy first. What are you doing here? Oh. No, I'm not interested in playing Pazak. I'm done with Pazak. So who is this guy? I don't remember this guy. Sith Soldier. Okay, I do remember him now. We don't care about him very much. Hello, Selkath Port official. 500 credits? It used to be 100. I'm gonna come back here. Like I didn't want to actually finish Manon right now. 1,000 credits total to do this. If I want to do it the way I want it done. Well, we just earned 550 by selling that garbage out front, so fine. Here, very well. Here's a docking fee. Okay. So, where is the Republic Embassy? I don't remember. I think it's off to the left. I think that led to the cantina down in that direction. So, a heads up that I have done a little bit of reading on Manon, because I was curious, some time ago, I was curious if I missed something in the Sith base, which is why we went back in there that one time. I wanted to clear out the entirety of the base and not leave anything behind. Well, it turns out that I know what the one Rodian, this guy over here, and I now know what, by the way, or not, I now know what, that's the wrong thing to say, way to phrase it. I read about him as well when I had been looking into the Sith base, and he is a member of a group of assassins. And you can get quests from him to kill various people. However, I believe that you need to talk with him without any of your companions present. Remember that there was the option to ask about that one topic that I hadn't heard about before with this guy. It was this guy. I want to ask about the Genoharadin. But I think we can only really do this, well, let's ask. I want to ask you about the Genoharadin. Okay, yep, that's the hint that you should come back here and talk to him without any of your companions. We may decide to do that sort of thing. Although HK-47 would absolutely approve of them, probably Jolee would not approve of just assassination. I think it's like certain specific people on different planets, or maybe it's just on Manon. All right, we're gonna go to the Republic Embassy. Right, I think Jolee's friend worked with the Republic, so maybe this guy can tell us a little bit about what's happening.
When you are ready to explore the Hrakert Rift, enter the Republic base. In the KotOR packing room, there is a door leading to the Republic submarines. The sub will have a course to the Hrakert Scientific Research Facility charted in. It will take you to the Hrakert Rift. I wish you luck on your quest. Hopefully, a Jedi can succeed where so many others have failed.
Okay.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Jolee, you mentioned something about your adventuring days. I forgot to talk to Jolee on the ship, so we'll do that right now.
Did I say that? Strange the tricks memory plays on you when you get older.
So you weren't an adventurer?
Didn't I say that my past was my affair? You don't see me poking and prodding you with questions, do you?
You're just not used to company. Stop being an old coot.
I might be, but a mouthy young thing like yourself shouldn't get to call me an old coot, damn it. And besides, you don't really want to hear about me. We're talking ancient history, probably before you were born. History bores kids. Proven fact.
Well, old people love to talk about history. Proven.
Oh, fine, fine. Have it your way. Just don't cry about it later. Yes, I was an adventurer. Happy now? I wasn't even done with my Jedi training back then. I had a full head of hair and an eagerness to see absolutely everything. Sound familiar? The Council was never happy with willful, brash Jolee Bindo, you see. Even less so when I began my smuggling career.
Oh, how did that happen?
At the time, the Yukata system was interdicted by its own king. He preferred to keep his people starving and poor, all the better to oppress them. The Senate was trying to negotiate a peace, but they were getting nowhere as usual. I decided I wasn't going to wait. I found myself a ship and a partner, and we began smuggling food and supplies to the Yukata citizenry through the blockade.
Oh. Where'd you get the credits for all the supplies?
Well, we didn't buy all the equipment per se. Some were happy to donate goods. Some we just knew had more than they could use.
So you stole it.
Stole is such a harsh word. They would have donated those goods readily enough if they were compassionate. I considered it a tax on the greedy. We only got caught once. A lone Yukatish frigate shot us down and forced a crash landing. I thought the Force had abandoned me, as I remember.
What happened then?
Well, as it happens, getting shot down turned out to be very fortunate. That day was the day
That was the day you what?
Well, that was the day I met my wife.
Oh, Jolie, I'm sorry. Bad memory, I take it.
No, that was a good memory. There are just much worse ones that followed. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to stop talking now. My mouth is starting to draw flies.
Ah, Jolie, I'm sorry. Either his wife had a falling out, or something of the sort happened and he doesn't want to talk about his wife. That's fine, Jolie. Alright, well, let's talk about your friend then, actually.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Tell me about Sunry. How do you know him?
What? You think because I'm a hermit, I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't seen Sunry for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend. A man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. But to become a murderer, I can't see it. That's not the Sunry I knew. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too. Or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can. I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. I don't expect much these days.
In case you haven't realized, Jolie, we're here on Manon, and I mentioned how we're doing this for you, to the viewers at home. So let's go ahead and, I guess, enter the hotel, which is where I think we'll find out about this. Oh, right, we were here once already, but we were told we weren't allowed up there until, an investigation has been finished. Thank you for staying with us. Please use this terminal to call for any services you might need during your stay. Let's log out. We'll come back to that. Hello, Ignis?
Sorry, buddy, but the hotel is closed. Ever since the murder, the Selkath have made me keep this place locked up tight. Only the Selkath authorities, and those authorized by them, are allowed in.
What murder?
This old Republic war hero by the name of Sunry was seeing the Sith woman here, Alasa. Well, they were seeing each other, but the other night a blaster went off in one of the rooms. Sunry got seen leaving the place, and the Sith woman was dead on the floor. But not everyone thinks this Sunry did it. So the Selkath are holding him in prison, while the case gets sorted out. In the meantime, they closed down my hotel. But enough about my problems. You can't stay here while the investigation is on. You'll have to find someplace else to stay. Sorry.
Okay, I thought Jolie might say something about that, or interrupt. Access today's room's prices. Accessing. Error. Message from hotel owner Ignis. Overriding. Hello, dear customer. Okay, whatever. Room service menu? Okay. So, none of it's operational to us yet. Okay, so then I suppose we need to go and talk with the Selkath Council, which is more to the left, or we need to go to the prison. I think we'll talk with the Council first. You know, or maybe, actually, maybe you know, because I don't. I always got the impression that the Jedi Order and the Republic were, like, teammates. But they're not, are they? They just so happened to have the same goals on occasion. Is that the correct way of saying it? I'm bringing this up because we're about to talk with the Selkath Council about helping to investigate Sunry, and we'll probably mention how they'll probably talk about how we're a member of the Jedi Order, so this makes sense to do. Oh, do we want to talk with the Selkath and tell them what was happening with the young? I think we do. But that's in a different spot. Oh, we're actually in the wrong spot? We came out of there. This is a swoop racing. Oh, we are in the wrong place altogether, everyone. I'm sorry. We're at the Sith base. We want to be on the other side of this. Okay, well, while we're here, let's go to the general store. I can't remember if there's any special equipment there. Maybe he has some sort of special blaster rifle we can pick up for HK-47, so he doesn't have to use Zalbar's bowcaster. But using that weapon since we first found Zalbar, right? Mission was using it way back on Taris. My goodness, that was months ago that we started playing that game. This game, actually, Tim. He's really happy that we destroyed everything in the Sith base. Let me look at your inventory. Okay, so he's got a bunch of stuff I've already sold him, I see. Oh, I see I sold him some race bonds. I don't know if I can give this demolitions probe to HK-47. Let me quick save. So let's purchase it and see if we can. So that would be. Oop, where was it? This. Alright, HK, can we give you this? Well, it's probably more... we can. I thought we might be able to equip it in a different slot, but we can't. But it's more useful to you than the droid motion sensors. So we'll give that to you. For +4 demolitions.
What?
Alright, so I guess while we're in the area, we'll do the swoop racing here on Manon, then. I still have to make up my mind what we're doing. Well, I guess I don't have to make up my mind. We don't have to do anything in regards to... in regards to... Crap! Tim, you're sleeping in your head. What the heck? What's going on? Why can't I think of what it was I just wanted to talk about? Oh, the racer, whose name I can't remember, with the hut on Tatooine for the swoop racing there. I was going to say we need to come up with we need to think about how we want to solve that, but we don't actually have to solve it at all. We can simply not do that quest. Oh wow, hello. Quite a few people in here. We haven't talked with any of these folks. Oh! I used to have a toy for these. The model must have been added by the restoration mod, I guess, because there's no voice movement on it.
Have you been to the swoop races before? Some of these riders are sure full of themselves. KotOR is the local favorite. You should cheer along with us. He needs the encouragement.
That's what the aliens had said.
Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampongpa bolawana chikni. Bamuleslik mo podana wanga kun beast mulira best.
He's wearing a Sith uniform, from what I can tell. Oh. What is your business, then?
Tonghay tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tolba da bunkwalya gando danago chuchut. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Yumalith ka inkotun. Chilo mulra de nebobo. Unka kun biskang. Bamulara. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampongpa. Bolawan na chikni. Bamuleslik mo podana wanga kun beast mulira best.
I see you're wearing a Sith uniform. Are you with the Sith?
Kachichu ay thaudunga. Inkin kuno bamulira chikun. Slima podana. Rundi haudonga kun hunkabi.
And don't you think the Sith might take exception to that?
Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ay thaudunga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Tonghay tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tulba da bunkwalya gando danago chuchut.
Well, I can see how that would be very stressful.
Tonghay tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tulba da bunkwalya gando danago chuchut. Kavatumpa kunpa yiya mokapata. Bonanay kachu. Yinkin kuno ba mulirachi kun. Tong na bunsha nyunyang. Kavavol pa mulchi kamana. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga.
Poor guy. Sounds he's given no respect from the people who hired him to help out with security. Xena, I'm going to assume that's a racing outfit, and you're not just wearing a Twi'lek dancing outfit here.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokarpata.
She's not interested in talking with us. She shouldn't be wearing that outfit here. Oh, KotOR! Hey, you're the local favorite, from what I've heard. Oh, can I ask you a few questions? What's bothering you? Now I understand. You need a loan. Is there no way for you to earn the money? Well, that sucks. Let's go back to my first questions. Do you know much about Manon? Yeah, what do you know about the KotOR? Have the Sith been a problem? Oh, that's interesting. I'd never heard that particular phrase before. from the Ithorians. Okay, good luck. I don't want to give him $500 because that's gonna give me light side points. So we're not gonna do that. Oh, there's an annual Pazak tournament. Well, that's interesting, but because I've installed the one mod that makes all the Pazak cards for the enemy's side decks zeros, I would feel a little bad if I played it, because we definitely have, well, we have a slight advantage compared to the AI now. Maybe we will enter it. I'll keep this mod installed, and we'll just see what happens, and win or lose, we'll accept the results. You mentioned a Pazak tournament. I'll pass at the moment, thanks. Okay, can you tell me about what goes on here? I've raced on Tatooine. Okay, I'll be back later. Okay, we know the other races are here, so let's leave this area, because we're actually here for Jolee first, and I feel like we're doing him a disservice by not going and immediately trying to handle the Sunry issue first. So let's double all the way back to the other side of Manon and try to get into the prison. I'm sorry, no, we need to with the Selkath Council. Yup! What's going on, Tim? Can you talk about things? What else? What are the games am I playing? Are we going to talk about that? Or are we going to talk about other things instead? Let's talk about some other things. So, the weather has been very beautiful outside, everyone. Today is May 1st, 2021, when I'm recording this part. And I just got back from walking around outside, hiking about 9 miles or so at a park I like going to. And it's all this other stuff that I've been doing. Hiking, work, yard work now that the weather is beautiful outside, getting my house straightened on occasion as well, working on my Dungeons & Dragons campaign so I can, play my Dungeons & Dragons campaign with my friends and family. All this is beginning to cut into a lot of my free time. So much so that I don't think I'll probably be able to keep my upload schedule of back-to-back days of uploading 2 videos at the same time to my channel every single 2 days. Like, I was uploading each series that I'm recording 3 times a week, with 2 of the series uploaded a day. So that's a total of, what is that? That's 6 days a week, 2 videos each day, 12 videos a week, with 1 day off. And it's becoming a bit too much for me to keep up this schedule with everything else I have going on at this time. Plus, last week I had some problems with my voice. So much talking between everything that was going on at work, offering assistance and help for my fellow programmers and what have you, getting involved in lots of meetings that had lots of talking, trying to record, trying to do Dungeons & Dragon campaign. My voice got completely taken out, and I had to take a few days off of recording anything so it could heal.
Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Let me guess. This is going to involve me making all the decisions. When it shouldn't be Jolie making all the decisions. That's what's going to happen, isn't it? I know that's what's going to happen. Alright, so. Do we... Okay, well, we do, I think, at least talk to the one Selkath here. Which I don't think is this one. And we tell them what happened with the youth. I think it was this one. That we found in the Sith base. Wow! She's still knocked out. Like, a month later. No one has come to pick some strong ale they serve here. I have information for you, Shellas. The Sith are training the Selkath youths in the ways of the Dark Jedi. I convinced your daughter to turn her back on the Sith ways. Maybe this datapad will help. Thank you, Shellas. $600 credits. That will pay for the docking here again when we return a little bit later. Poor Dulan, still knocked out. Alright, I'm not sure yet if I want to tell this Noko Bawas the truth about what's happening with the Republic. I think I need more time to consider what my options are. I think I would tell him the truth, though. Like, I think what my options are is I either don't talk to him again, or I tell him the truth, as opposed to lie to him. Alright, so here we are at the courts. Oh, I said the council. Yeah, this is the courts. We were before these people, not because these are the leaders, because these are the courts for Manon.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Interesting. I think that one statement by the judge should be applied to a great deal of what happens in today's world. Words can be ignored, and should be, rather than getting involved in fights. I could go on and on about how too many people don't ignore words these days. And instead, no, let's not get involved in politics. All right.
I'm sick of hearing about Manon's neutrality. It sounds like a coward's excuse not to fight, if you ask me.
One day soon, the Selkath will pay for the indignities they have inflicted on the Sith.
Both diplomats are angry at the Selkath. I actually think that he made the right choice here by levying fines on both sides for the disturbance that they have done. How did you know I was... Oh, well... We're not actually from the Republic. I guess let's ask this anyway. How'd you know I was from the Republic? No, perfectly legitimate. I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry.
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him. Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
Fair enough, thank you. I think I'll need this luck. If I remember correctly, the last time I had attempted this, all those years ago, I failed. I could not successfully defend Sunry, and he was found guilty and was set to be executed. I don't know why, though. I'm going to be it. Come on, Jolie. You should be the guy who's doing this, not me. All right, well, let's talk with all of the judges first to get their information, what facts they know about the case. I have questions about the trial. Is there anything suspicious about this case?
Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in Elassa's hand.
What do you think of Sunry?
Speaking of that injury, has it been taken into consideration, Your Honor?
What do you think of the Republic and Sith Empire? No more questions for now, Your Honor. Thank you. So he thinks that the metal in the dead Sith woman's hand is a little too convenient of a thing to be left at the scene of the crime. Jolie agrees with it. The injury does not hamper him. He is, I guess, wounded from a previous battle with the Sith. However, his wound does not stop him from actually wielding a blaster, and so he could still have caused that crime. And it won't be pity is not something that this judge, at least, will be laying at the feet of this trial. With an introduction like that, I can tell we're going to get along. What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? Interesting way to phrase that in the later parts, wasn't it? So, it's not... He actually does favor the Sith, so we're unlikely to get a vote in our favor at this hearing from this Selkath. He's already sounds like he's biased, as opposed to the first judge we talked to. What do you think of Sunri? He thinks that Sunri is not retired and still working for the Republic. That might be the case. We don't know, though. Is there anything suspicious about this case? Alright, no more questions. So, favors the Sith quite heavily. Also believes that what was going on is just a small microcosm of the conflict going on between the Sith and the Republic. It's just, it happened here too. What do you think of Sunri? Interesting. So he says he's well respected. The Republic likes him. The Republic here likes him. He's probably maintaining contact with the Republic, and judging from the fact he was a war hero and he fought against the Sith, I guess actually physically as well, as mentally, as being a general or something of the sort. Maybe that's what he was. I forget actually what his title was in the military, but he's quite capable of wielding a blaster and killing his enemy, which maybe this girl was. Nothing I find biased in those answers. What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? Both sides are at fault for fighting, but the Sith have a right, I suppose, to be expansionistic, but the Republic has the right to force them back. And unfortunately, as you said right in there, Republic isn't doing as good of a job as the Sith is currently doing. Is there anything suspicious about this case? He suspects already that Sunry is guilty, as he was seen fleeing the scene of the crime. Why would he do that if he was innocent? No more questions for now. I'm probably going to have to watch this video of mine a few times, this part in particular, so I can remember what each of the judges is saying, what makes them suspicious or what have you, because we'll probably have to address each individual item in turn during the trial. What do you think of Sunry? So this guy's biased towards the Republic. It sounds like the way he's phrasing certain things sounds like he approves of what the Republic has done in the past and is currently trying to do. Is there anything suspicious about this case? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? Okay, so yeah, he's a fan of the Republic. He says he'll remain impartial during the trial. Maybe he won't, though. Sounds like we might have one for the Republic and one definitely for the Sith so far from the Selkath. No more questions for now. This is why I like there being 5 people here. Maybe there's 2 pro-Republic and 2 pro-Sith, but the last neutral person would cast a deciding vote. That's fair, sir. Is there anything suspicious about this case? Wow, 100% doesn't like the Republic, hates them, would love to cast a guilty verdict to see the Republic suffer. What do you think of the Republic and Sith Empire?
So nice to meet an impartial judge for a change. You said it, not I.
No more questions. Okay, woof. Wow, this is going to be a tough crowd. It's going to be a tough crowd. Okay, so we've been playing for just about an hour, everyone, already, if you can believe it. Sorry, I need to get the Fog of War off the map. Okay, so I guess we'll go back to the hotel, though. Actually, no. We need to talk with the prisoner. So let's do that first. I think that's right around the corner from here. Literally, that's the case. So let's do that. And then we'll wrap up this session. And we'll continue more of the trial. Actually, I think we'll probably get all the information I need to make a decision. Go off screen to think about things for a bit. And then we'll see how we're going to do in the trial itself. Now, a heads up that I remember a few aspects about this trial. One aspect in particular, which we're going to find out, I think, right now, or soon enough. Let's see. Okay, so let's head on in. Oh, this is a terrible place to keep them. They don't have rooms?
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Oh, wow.
When I get out of here, you're dead!
I could listen to those two shout at each other all day. Apparently, the warden doesn't very much like off-worlders, but he probably has to deal with them shouting and screaming all day. I don't want to accidentally start the trial, but I'd like to talk with the warden first before we talk to Sunry. What do you know about the murder of Eliza? I'm here to see the prisoner, Sunry. Nope, nothing else. Just wanted to make sure I thought I needed your permission to talk with him. Sunry, this is a terrible place to keep prisoners. You don't get a room? There's no privacy? There's no place to use the restroom. There's no bed. You're forced to stand or sleep on the floor?
Jolie, what are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Cellcast seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Okay, well, let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Eliza there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Eliza into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Eliza was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
He admits to meeting her. He fled the hotel. I don't believe him about if he's crippled. How is he crippled? He's got both his hands and arms. He can fire a blaster, it looks like. I don't trust his shaky hands thing. This is mostly all emotional. There's a few things I want to have cleared up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
The judges said that you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
There's a few... I need to investigate the case some more. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with Offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
No, that's it for now.
Very well. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Okay. Maybe we'll go back to the embassy and look around for some other evidence we might be able to use there, but we wiped out all the Sith there. Sunry claims that he's been set up by someone to take the fall for Eliza's murder. He claims that he was secretly trying to turn her into a double agent for the Republic, and that the Sith most likely killed her as a result of that. I don't remember finding anything whatsoever in the Sith base that could help us with this. And I'm not... A keycard to the Sith reserved hangar in Alto City. I'm not seeing... Wait, we still have the holocron? I thought we gave that to whatchamacallit. I guess we did not do so. And we didn't give the datapad either to the one Selkath. At least it's still in my inventory for some reason. Okay. Alright, so let's talk with Alora.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Can you tell me anything about Sunry?
He's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered this Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than this Sith woman.
Are you saying someone your age could overpower a woman? Besides, she was shot in the back.
I'm a Jedi, and one who was living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Don't worry, Alora. I'll save him.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
Alora professes Sunry's innocence. She claims that there is some sort of frame-up by someone who wants to get revenge on him. Sunry was an old war hero against the Sith, so they might harbor him ill. Okay, well, let's stop here, and I will make my way over to the hotel again, and we'll investigate it, in the next episode. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you then. Take care, everyone.